Hi band! Welcome to lesson 1 of Rust Belt. Today's lesson is going to focus on the middle of the piece, measure 27 to 39. And the reason we're starting here, I personally feel this is one of the coolest places in this piece of music. So I think it'd be awesome to start here. Before we get going on the music, here's a little bit of history or knowledge I can throw at you about Rust Belt. You might be asking yourself, what the heck is a Rust Belt? Or in this case, it's actually the Rust Belt. The Rust Belt is not really talking about rust or a belt, but it's actually a place in the United States. If we look at a map of the United States, here we are. Hi, Manson. The Rust Belt is in the Midwest, pretty darn far east, actually, right over here. And it includes areas of New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And the reason they call it the Rust Belt, if you think of rust, it's usually on old metal. Well, this area used to be where they'd make a lot of cars, the steel industry was there, also a lot of coal mining. So that area used to have huge cities and was really booming. They had a great economy. Eventually, though, the economy started to slide down and things are not as glorious economically as they used to be. Hence the name they call it now, the Rust Belt. All right, some interesting things about this section in the music. One of the cool things I think is there are what I think are 3 different melodies happening here, and they're all competing for prominence. I kind of think that they should be in competition and we shouldn't really give way to any of them, okay? The first that we'll hear is in the trombones and the low instruments, and that comes right in at 27. A few measures later, at 30, the flute and clarinet come in with a different melodic part. I want you guys to compete, flutes and clarinets, for prominence, okay? And then the third melodic part comes in measure 35, and that's going to be in the trumpet part. The altos and tenor saxophones, as well as the horn part, you guys throughout this whole section are going to be playing this really cool harmony part. And I'll demonstrate that on the alto saxophone today. Tenors and horn, just try and match the rhythm. Okay? We're going to start with the trombone part. Here's the trombone part, starting in measure 27. You'll notice that there are actually 2 possible notes that you could play. This is called a divisi, or parts that are divided. You can either choose to play the high note or the low note. Either one's fine. You get to choose. I'm going to start with the high part, the high divisi. Here is 27 for trombone. 3, 4. 3, 4. Playing the first note of measure 39 there. Here is the lower divisi part, the lower divided part for trombone starting in 27. 3, 4. cool part, and it's awesome that the trombones get the melody there. All right, the next part that I'm going to demonstrate is the flute part, starting in 27. Flutes, you have a choice here at 27 to either play the high part, or you can play the low note as well. I'll play the high part for right now. Here's 27. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest. All right, I did play the first measure of 39 just because you have an interesting rest there and then you come in. I wanted to demonstrate that. Also, you count 2 full measures of rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more beats. 1, 2, and then you come in and measure 30, okay, with that cool melody part. Notice we have some of these, okay, accents. And I tried to like lean forward to accent the note a little bit each time I saw that. We want to emphasize those accents. All right, the next part we're going to hear is the clarinet part. Oh, flutes, I forgot to mention that. Measure 38, you can also play a D for the lower divisi part. You get to choose whichever one you want. All right, clarinets. Here is U, very similar to the flute part. I'm going to play the higher divisi, but you could also play the lower. 1, 2, 27. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest. And again, I went on to 39 just so you could hear that rest and how you come in with that following part. At 38, you can also choose to play the lower divisi part. Rest. Okay, so that is up to you. Play whichever one you are comfortable with and will enjoy playing. Next is the trumpet part. You get the third melody. Here is 27. You have 2 notes to choose from. Or, and at 38 as well, you get a divisi. You can choose either the high part or the low part. I'm going to do the high divisi part. Here's 27. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest. And again, I went a little bit into 39 just so you could hear how that happens. Here's 38, the lower divisi part. I'll actually start in 37. Okay? All right. Next up, we have the harmony parts, which are played by alto, tenor, and French horn. I'm going to demonstrate it on alto. Here is 27. The tricky thing for you is you're going to be holding a note out for 6 beats, so you got to be like masters at counting in your head. Okay, here's 27. 1, 2, ready, go. Breath. And again, I went on a little bit just so you could hear that. You can go ahead and rewind and try and match your playing with mine at 27 if you need to practice that. It's a really cool part, and we want to get that rhythm exactly right because it's really, really awesome. Okay, next we have the tom-tom part. This is for percussion 2. I'm going to demonstrate it on one tom, just really paying attention to the rhythm. The rhythm is kind of interesting. Here's 27. 1, 2, ready, go. 3. Rest. Rest. Bit of a hiccup in there. Sorry about that, but that rhythm's really close. Do 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 do, and that kind of repeats throughout. Okay, and finally we have the snare and the bass part. Starting with the snare, here's 27. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. In 38 we have high, it's a huckleberry roll, okay? Your part kind of fits in with the bass drum part, so it's really important that you count your part because it's a back and forth between the two. Here's the bass drum part at 27, ready, go. Boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 3, boom, boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 3, boom, boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 3, boom, boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 3, boom, boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 3, boom, boom, 2, 3, boom, 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 2, boom, boom, boom. And I tried to emphasize those accents because that's going to make the music sound that much cooler. All right, band, really cool piece that you chose. It's going to be a lot of fun to play, I hope, for you. Please have fun making some music. Happy music making. Bye-bye.